Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome to my first impressions video for the November 2020 DLC for the new Frontier Pass for Civilization 6, of course. This is, I don't know a lot about this DLC other than that there's going to be a new civilization added, as well as a new, new game mode. I think they're adding new game modes for every single DLC. So hopefully we'll see what those are. And yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know anything about it. So this is going to be basically a reaction video as well as a first impressions video. So let's jump right in.
Hey there, Civ fans! Welcome to the developer video for DLC 4. We're going to be announcing a new civilization, new game mode, and some of the other new additions you can expect to find while you're taking one more turn in the Civilization 6 New Frontier Pass.
First off, the moment you've all been waiting for, the next Civ is Babylon.
Okay, so Babylon. It's cool. What is that? Lion, I guess. No, I mean this is gonna be interesting to see how they introduce Babylon. Obviously, Babylon, ancient civilization, fits right in with some of the civilization, kind of mentality of giving us some of these older ancient civilizations a lot of times. Not every civilization is one of those, but there's a lot of them, to be fair. But yeah, no, this is gonna be good. In fact, honestly, I'm kind of surprised they haven't introduced Babylon before now in Civ 6. So I don't know if they'll give us any information about it today, because they usually do a lot of that stuff in the follow-up kind of specific Babylon first, kind of first take video. So yeah, see what else they got to say.
Babylon is a Civ we just couldn't bear to leave out. While we're going to let the upcoming first look video give you all the details, we can say that Babylon is going to be blinding you with science. And then some.
The Babylon pack will also contain a full slate of 6 new city-states, one of each type, each with its own unique perks, such as unique improvements for suzerains.
Is that, I'm guessing that right there in the middle is one of the unique improvements? Looks like some type of a kind of like bazaar or a market or something like that, maybe. Is that all we're seeing here? I don't see anything else here. And they didn't really say anything else about Babylon other than science-based, so another science civilization, I guess. I mean, we just had Maya. The Mayans recently, and that was a science-based civilization. So, in fact, I think they had similar colors, didn't they? Kind of that bluish, I guess, sciencey color. There you go. Anything else we see here that is jumping out at me? I don't think so. I'm sure there is. Obviously, I mean, I don't know everything they've introduced in the game over the last few DLCs because there's been a lot. But yeah, I think this new thing in the middle here, this looks like some sort of new bazaar or something like that. Maybe that's the new market, or sorry, new kind of economic kind of gold-based city-state, or it could be something else entirely. But yeah, we'll find out.
This pack also introduces 24 new great people. We'll be introducing some familiar names like the poet Rumi and the anthropologist Margaret Mead, as well as some less familiar or underrepresented figures we think you'll really enjoy discovering.
All right, so new great people is going to give us some new, kind of retire effects, bonuses that give us, I think I saw there, I think they said Margaret Mead, it looked like she had 1,000 science and 1,000 culture, based on game speed, of course, but that's pretty good. Honestly, some of the other ones, there's been some that have 250 science for every mountain tile nearby or something like that, which I think usually you get about 1,000, maybe 1,500 science for some of those, some of the ones with other natural wonders and things like that. So getting 1,000 of science and culture, it's not bad. It's not bad. I didn't see what type of great person she was. Actually, we can probably back up here a little bit, see if we can see. She is a great scientist, makes sense. And then what was the other one we saw here? That's a medieval era great writer. Okay, yeah, this is just a great writer thing. Yeah, he's just gonna give us some great works, which makes sense. Okay, well there you go. That's gonna be kind of cool.
Or underrepresented figures we think you'll really enjoy discovering.
The Babylon pack also includes another optional topping for your Civilization Sunday, the new game mode, Heroes and Legends.
Heroes and Legends. All right, let's see what this write-up says here. It says this game mode adds 12 powerful hero units from the world's myths and legends. Discover heroes by exploring the world and influencing city-states. Then claim them in your cities. Each hero is unique in the world and can be claimed by just one civilization. Okay. Heroes possess great power and unique abilities, but also a limited lifespan. Whenever a hero appears, they remain for a set number of turns before their time is up, and they naturally expire. Interesting. After a hero is gone, however, their claiming civilization can recall them by spending faith. That's interesting. Each of the 12 heroes has their own special powers and distinct role. In the hands of a wise player, the right hero can truly be a game-changing force. This is another kind of a cool game mode in that, like, depending on how crazy they get with the heroes, it could still feel a little bit, historical, maybe. I am assuming, I mean, let me think, what kind of heroes will we have? Can we say maybe like a King Arthur or something like that? Or are they going to go into more kind of mythical heroes like, I don't know, Hercules and things like that? So, I mean, I don't know which direction they're going to go with this, but if they stay more towards the historical route, even with the power that these guys have, it could still kind of still feel like a historical game and not, and not that there's anything wrong with the game modes that take away from historical kind of gameplay, but because they have their own kind of place. But a lot of times when I'm playing Civilization, I'm playing it because I want to play a historical kind of mindset. So we'll see what other kind of heroes they have, but it really depends on, are they going to go the King Arthur route, or are they going to go like the Hercules kind of mythical hero route, or maybe a little bit of both?
This mode introduces legendary figures from a variety of the world's cultural traditions as playable characters in the game. The new heroes are like great people on steroids, if great people could be recalled and reborn to be used again and again. Each hero has their own unique ability.
Okay, well, that answers my question right there. Babylon has compelled their first hero, Hercules, to join their cause. All right, so we're going to have the mythical guys like Hercules. Interesting. So that could, depending on how they implement, these guys, really kind of affect how historically accurate, although, again, I've always said Civilization is based on history, but not really historically accurate, obviously, because as soon as you plop your first city down, like, suddenly history goes out the window at that point. But it's got a history flavor to it. Bringing in guys like Hercules, we'll see. We'll have to see what kind of powers they give him and what that looks like.
Based on stories from myth and history, recruiting these heroes.
All right, he's got 3 of 3 movement, 6 charges, and a 30-turn lifespan initially. 36 melee strength, at least at this point in time when he's recruited. I don't know, maybe when you recruit him, like re-recruit him later in the game, bring him back, maybe he has a different power. Maybe he has more melee strength or something like that.
Can propel your civilization to new heights of progress.
All right, Hercules Labor. Used when located on a friendly district under construction. Hercules immediately completes construction of the district. Costs 2 charges. Okay. That's pretty powerful. I'm not going to lie. That's pretty powerful. So that's one thing. Now, he only has 6 charges, so you can only do this 3 times, presumably. And then you have 30 turns to do it in with the first time. Now, again, does he come back with the same, like, reset charges, same types of abilities? What does that all do? And there's another ability right here. Looks like some sort of meteor strike or something like that. Not sure.
Prosperity, innovation, and military might.
As with our great people, we'll be featuring some familiar heroes, as well as some names that might be more obscure, depending on where you hail from. One of the most recognizable heroes in the game mode is none other than the legendary knight, wielder of Excalibur, King Arthur himself.
Okay, I promise I did not watch this ahead of time. Of course, the 2 that I pick as like, all right, this one's a little bit more historical and this one's a little bit more fantastical, are the 2 that they actually feature here. Okay, that's kind of funny. Well, then I guess they're going to have some historical, unless they're going to give King Arthur like that magical Excalibur flair, which in that case he still kind of is a mythical legend in that sense. So we'll have to see.
His primary ability, Arthur's Accolade,
all right, Arthur's Accolade targets an adjacent land military unit you control. Arthur transforms the unit into a questing knight, a unique heavy cavalry unit with increased combat strength and 10 lifespan. Only 10 turns, wow. Cost 1 charge. So right now, at this point in time, he has 4 charges. He only seems to have 1 ability, too. Like where Hercules had like 2 abilities, or at least it looked like he had 2 abilities. He's only got 1 at the moment. He does have 48 melee strength right now, which, it's decently strong, again, at this stage of the game. Whether or not it increases later in the game or not, I don't know. So 4 charges. So he can do this 4 times at the very least, unless he has more charges to start with. And I'm guessing if they're about to show us him targeting the scout, you can take an incredibly cheap basic unit and presumably turn it into a really awesome unit.
Forms an adjacent military unit into a questing knight, a unique heavy cavalry unit with increased combat strength and greatly increased lifespan.
All right, so he, this guy comes in with 44 melee strength compared to King Arthur's 48. So that's not bad. 4 movement, 10 lifespan. So again, it's only going to last for 10 turns, but then maybe he can grab another unit and pop it back again. Get another one or get multiples of these going at once. So, I mean, you're definitely going to want to plan out when you use this guy so that you're like in the middle of like attacking somebody. You can take advantage of it for those 10 turns. And 10 turns, if you're in the middle of combat already, like you're right there on the edge of combat, 10 turns is enough to get a lot of stuff done. I mean, you can finish an entire war in 10 turns, but you definitely wouldn't want to do this like, and you're not even close to the front lines. Like right now, I mean, I don't know if I would have done that because where's he going to go? What's he going to do unless he's attacking this guy up here? So
Other heroes you may recognize include Hercules, Beowulf, and the Polynesian demigod Maui.
Beowulf and Maui. Okay. I mean, it still feels like we're getting a little bit of a more mythical flair. So even though King Arthur's thrown in there, obviously Excalibur was kind of glowing, all magical and stuff like that. So it still feels like that mythological kind of more fantastical flair than more historically rooted. So we'll have to see. Wonder what his bonuses are. 76 melee strength. We're at turn 168, 1710 AD. So I'm assuming because it's later in the game, he's just got more melee strength. This guy's only got 25 lifespan at the moment, though.
Some perhaps less familiar here.
Himiko. Where have I heard Himiko recently? She's not the one from like that newest Tomb Raider movie where they like go into the that tomb with the Japanese queen or whatever. That's not hers. I don't remember. Anyway, used when within the territory of a city-state you are suzerain of. Himiko immediately levies its military at no cost. That's really cool. That's really cool. She's got 8 charges. That only costs 1 charge to do that. 36 lifespan, so she seems to last a little bit longer than some of the other ones. But she doesn't have any attack strength at all. So she's just a kind of a civilian-based hero. Interesting. She does also appears that she might have 2 potential abilities as well. So maybe, yeah, I don't know.
Heroes include Himiko, the Japanese shaman queen. Oya,
Oh yeah, what was her thingy? Let's see what her thing was.
shaman queen.
All right, Oya's Storm. Damage all adjacent enemies and heal all adjacent owned units by 40. Cost 1 charge. So she's got 6 charges at this point in time. Again, whether she had more or not. She's currently 66 melee strength, I think is what that says. 27 lifespan at the moment. Again, how far into their lifespans, charges, things like that are we with those little tidbits that we're seeing? Who knows? But that's going to be interesting as well.
Oya, the Yoruba Orisha of storms, death, and rebirth, and the
This is actually 2 heroes in one. Hunapu and I'm not going to try and say that other name. I'll let him say it here in a second. 48 melee strength again, 28. Looks like they actually have a level up. So can these guys level? Can I get promotions and stuff? That would be interesting. Yeah, he's got the battle cry promotion. But I don't see any other abilities, which is interesting.
mythical Mayan twins Hunapu and Ishpalanque, who resurrect the enemy land units they slay so they can fight again under your control.
Resurrect the enemy land units they slay. Yeah.
You can discover heroes as you explore the map.
Okay, so you discover them as you explore. As our influence with Anshan grows, they have shared their myths and legends. We have discovered the hero Sun Wukong. You can claim this hero by completing a hero devotion project in any city with a monument building. Only 1 hero devotion can be made in each city. The Monkey King, hero of ancient China, renowned for his cunning and immortality. Sun Wukong's disguise. He is hidden unless adjacent to an enemy unit. Okay. Immortality has significantly increased lifespan. And then something about being swift. Ignore all terrain movement penalties, I think is what that says.
Engage in city-state diplomacy, or undertake the Heroic Tales City project
Heroic Tales, discover a new hero. Okay.
in one of your cities. Once you
All right, here's Arthur. Just talks about his accolade thing that we've already seen before. Okay.
discover a hero with abilities that complement your goals and playstyle, you can recruit them by performing a
All right, so we can see a whole bunch of them here. I mean, at the moment in this time, I mean, this is a shorter game speed than I usually play on, but it's, only going to take 1 turn. Is that normal? Is that whatever? Who knows? Devotion Arthur, Beowulf. We got the Hunapu twins, Maui, Mulan. Well, there we go. We didn't see Mulan yet. And then Sun Wukong, we saw him. So Mulan's going to come in. Interesting. Okay.
devotion project at any completed monument. Just beware, Other civs might be after the same hero. Like World Wonder.
That's a lot of heroes. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is going to give us a lot of information about them. So we see Anansi. She's got melee and ranged attack range of 1, charges 6, movement, lifespan 27. So a lot of these have 27 lifespan except for Himiko. But again, wonder if that changes. I'm assuming that has to change based on game speed, right? So maybe if you're playing on a longer game speed, or slower game speed, I should say, maybe they get more that way. Can't really see what Anansi's tricks are. We didn't see Anansi yet, did we? I don't think so. Arthur, we've already seen, obviously. I mean, this guy, at this point in time, he's got 80 melee strength. But again, I assume this changes as time goes by. Because I think he had, oh yeah, because he only had, what, 48 earlier when we saw him? So that has to change. Although only 4 charges. I thought he had more than that earlier. Beowulf, obviously, ignores movement penalties in hills terrain. Targets an adjacent enemy unit with combat strength less than Beowulf's. Beowulf immediately destroys the, I'm assuming just immediately destroys the unit if he's got less combat strength. Yeah, that's pretty powerful, depending on how many charges that takes. Obviously, we've seen Hercules already. He's also rugged, ignores movement penalties in hills. Himiko. Okay, so not only does she have that ability to flip city-state units, she's also got plus 10 combat strength to all units within 10 tiles. That's pretty impressive. And then Hippolyta, automatically heals 20 HP each turn. Okay. And then target any adjacent friendly unit that has something. I'm not sure. Okay. So we already saw their resurrection ability. Maui. Used when located on an unknown empty plot. Maui creates a random bonus or luxury resource. Okay. And then Mulan gains 1 combat strength every turn. Okay. I mean, she's going to start off what? Okay, she's going to have a ranged attack for sure, but she also has a melee attack to be, or at least melee strength to defend herself. So she's going to start off with 66. By the time she gets close to, 25 turns into her lifespan, she's going to have, what, 81? No, 91, sorry. At the very end, which won't matter because the last tick up to her lifespan, she's going to be gone anyway. But she can get up to, what, 93 total? Right before she leaves, or maybe right as she's leaving. And then Mulan's Defiance. Mulan fully fortifies automatically at the end of each turn. Oh, she's fully fortifies. Oh, wow. So she's just going to be like a really awesome, like, just powerhouse, combat unit. But obviously we can see each one that's getting claimed by, which ones are deceased. Don't really see any information about how to bring them back. I mean, they said something about using faith to bring them back. I don't know. We'll have to see. But it also does show us that you're not limited to 1 hero per civilization. Because obviously Babylon's got 2 here. Grand Columbia's got 3 here. Things like that.
Or great people, heroes are unique and can only belong to 1 civilization each game. The first time a hero dies or expires, they leave behind 2 heroic relic great works.
2 heroic relic great works. Heroic relics. Okay.
An epic and a symbolic object. These relics provide...
After a hero expires or is killed, they can be called by purchasing them with faith in the city where the monument is located. Recalled heroes return to with their lifespan and action charges refreshed, but the faith cost to recall them increases with each appearance. Heroes can be recalled once per era. Still pretty strong. Still pretty strong. I mean, you're going to want to get some faith generation from all... Basically, if you're running this game mode, all civilizations are going to want some level of faith generation because you're going to want to bring these guys back. I mean, if you're playing this game mode, you're going to want these guys as often as you possibly can get them. I mean, you definitely want to try. I mean, might not be possible. I don't know. But you're going to want to try to get these guys resurrected at least once per era, so you can get the maximum benefit from them.
Provide buffs throughout the rest of the
I don't see anything about this.
game. Monuments can display these items.
2 culture, 2 faith, and 10 tourism. That's a lot, right? Like, I'm not wrong. That's a lot. And this goes in the monument, huh? So interesting.
In 2 new heroic relic slots.
In short, the Babylon pack is all about the power of personality. 24 new great people, a slate of legendary heroes, and even Babylon's leader was known for their charisma, especially if we think of charisma as it is in tabletop RPGs as a kind of force of personality. The DLC for Babylon Pack will be available on November 19th.
Civ fans, you are the best fans in gaming.
We hope you stay safe, healthy, and happy throughout the coming winter season. We'll see you in December in the video for our next free game update to keep you entertained during the sleet, or snow, or sunshine, or whatever December may bring in your part of the world, while you're taking one
More
turn.
All right, November 19th. That is fast. I mean, I know they're coming out like at this rate, but like I still haven't finished my which game am I on right now? I'm on Byzantium. I'm doing Byzantium right now. I haven't even touched Gaul, and then here comes Babylon. And, well, as of the time that I'm recording this, 10 days. Yeah, I got lots of content coming up, for sure. So plenty of content available to have lots of fun with. And I haven't even touched any of the game modes. So yeah, this is definitely a content creator's dream come true to have this much content available. But anyway, enough of that. Yeah, what do you guys think? I mean, I definitely want to see more about Babylon, because obviously I do tend to prefer to play Civilization in a more vanilla kind of natural way with just the basic civilizations. But I really do want to start playing some of these game modes, these special game modes. Although, like, there's so many of them now. Like, which ones do I play? I don't know if I want to play all of them at once. I mean, pick and choose, or I don't know, mix and match, whatever. But these game modes definitely are starting to look a lot more fun, and a lot more definitely gives a lot of replayability to Civilization. If there wasn't already enough replayability with what I think by the time the New Frontier Pass ends, we're gonna have close to or right at 50 civilizations. Like, that's a lot of replayability. But then you're gonna have all these game modes coming in here as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see stuff like this, and I think this game mode does look kind of fun, even though it does look like it's straying a bit more away from the historical and more into the fantastical type of thing. But I mean, it's a toggleable game mode. If you're gonna make it a toggleable game mode, I'm okay with that. I do still want to see some more kind of historical kind of minded game modes, like I thought the mix and matching of the tech trees, I thought that felt somewhat historical. I mean, if you were to go back and repeat history, do you really think technology and civics are going to go in the exact same order every time? No, of course not. That'd be kind of crazy. And also the heroic ages ones. I think that one kind of felt like it still kind of tied into that heroic or to that historical kind of mindset. And so those two, I definitely wouldn't mind playing some more, or trying out. But there's nothing wrong with the fantastical ones and the kind of the fantasy type mindsets with the the apocalypse and the societies. I mean, they're fun. They look fun for sure, and they look like they definitely changed the game in a lot of ways. And these hero ones are definitely as well. I mean, societies with heroes, that sounds kind of crazy, right? So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like these kinds of videos and want me to continue doing these, please, thumbs up. That will help a lot. And again, I'm trying to keep this a little bit low tech so I can get these videos out as soon as possible. As soon as I got off work, I sat down and started recording this, so I can get it out the day that it was announced. So hopefully the low tech nature is okay. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys watching. I got some more Civilization Byzantium coming out over the course of the next week. Gaul after that, and then obviously we're going to be playing Babylon, and eventually, if I can find the time, squeeze in some of these hero modes. I'm going to have to do 2 Civilization playthroughs at the same time or something in order to get through these things quickly enough. Also, I will go ahead and plug one more thing. I have been recording some A to Z strategy videos. I spent the whole weekend recording a whole bunch of stuff for that. I'm doing them a little bit differently than I did before. So if you've seen my A to Zs before, I'm adding a little bit more creativity, ? So hopefully you guys will see that here. I'm going to try and put all the video, at least start putting the videos together. I recorded enough content for 5 videos, and those 5 videos are the first 5 New Frontier Pass civilizations. So obviously now I have a 6th one I got to make now, because I figured I'd start with those because those are fresh. So I've got the first 5 of those recorded. I just got to put all the pieces together, and hopefully I can do that this coming weekend, and then maybe next week, maybe if all goes well, I can release the first of those videos and try to release 1 per week is the hope and goal, but it takes a lot of effort to get these videos ready. So anyway, enough plugging my own content, I guess, on my own channel. I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye.